What else was there?
Um,
How did they? The only way they got this on was
when that
because this was completely had to have been. No, it wasn't completely cut off. And
probably
there's
could.
shrink wrap that they never shrinked. There's two dead wires. Out of this whole mess, I'm amazed. There's only two dead wires because
Holy moly!
well, what we can do here is we can.
It looks like it just got pinched between the
Well,
wheels.
they probably did, and it's something that anybody could do. But here I am back there tearing shit apart, and like, and all I had to really do was look 2 feet from the freaking monitor. Yay! Well, while we're here, we may as well. How did they get that over that? No. Yeah, careful. That knife is so dull, I bet you couldn't cut cheese with it.
It is. Like I keep it treated, but the damn trade's already junk.
The serrated part of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so this just looks like somebody hemorrhaged it. I'll bet when this happened, they were like, "Oh no!" Yeah, that's about it. So this one's not so bad. I don't know where this would have came from, but that's rubber.
Like some type of rubber tube.
Yeah, but how did they get it on?
Probably when.
No, it didn't take them all out. Okay.
Oh, you know what it could have been? It could have been meant for that damn this piece here.
Oh. Yeah, that it could have been. That could have been. So this is why I don't have any. This one really is amazing. So what they did is they pinched and tore that up, and then they stripped the wires back and they twisted it up real nice. And then they took some duct tape, this little mess, and they pinched it over like this. Now, I'd have done the same thing if it's all I had, but I think when I got back to the farm, I would be like, hey, I need to do a little better job than this. But, oh my goodness. And of course, you know, you get all this glue from, any cum gutter would do that. Oh no. I wouldn't use, no gum cutter. But I need something I need air really to blow it out. Separate these wires out. But at least I know that this is where, oh my God. Yeah, so it checked out from there back, but it was here. It's here. This is just the way it is. You got air?
Um,
I have air. Blow that out. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and then of course it's covered in oil. So even if it is gonna function, I mean, even if I can oh my goodness. It's so covered in oil. There's one that broke off here already. Oh my God. Starting fluid and freeze it. Okay, go ahead, shut that.
Happy Easter from Ireland.
Happy Easter. Yeah, it's Resurrection Day. Easter Island. I think that's in the Pacific. Easter Island is. So, when I do get this thing back together a little later on today, got your soldering kit?
Yeah, it's back at the house.
Why did you leave it there? I told you to bring it. Just bring it, Tim.
Sorry.
So I got some shrink tubing. What we need to do, what I think we should do, is, being these are all the same color, right? Oh, a little bit of room there, up there, right? I do. I say we
Snip, snip.
cut it off,
Rewire it.
and get a big shrink tube. You can take a shrink tube and put it over this one here.
Mm-hmm.
I'll inspect it. I need some air. These wires being exposed like that is not ever good anyway, especially for 30-year wiring harness. Can't buy this from John Deere. John Deere does not manufacture it anymore. So I think the smartest thing to do, is to actually just cut it off here. You know, cut it off here. I'll strip it back about 3 inches. I'm going to cut it off here and here. I'm going to take this goober knot out because you don't know. You don't know what the hell to do with that. And we got shrink tube in here, right?
Yeah.
Do we have decent stuff or do we just have the cheapo?
There's decent stuff. It's all in my car. I took it with me because of the snipping sensor.
Oh, okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and cut that off.
Okay.
Start stripping them, get on all the soldering tools. Yeah, so his phone will go dead, mine won't. I'm gonna need a bigger cutter than that. I got the perfect thing. Hold on a second. At least I used to have the perfect thing. So this is a tubing knife, and I'm sure there's going to be some people screaming about this. Don't do it, you know, because there is like 25 different wires that are there. And if I cut the back and solder them, I think that would be the best way to go. Just the best way to go. You don't know. I mean, if you can, I don't know. You watching this? Who's watching this? Anybody watching this? I know this is Tim's channel, but wow, Tim's live streams don't come out too well. But you know what? It's a more one-on-one process at that point. I should probably fire it up on my channel here as well. I think I will. How much juice do I have? I got half a life. So if you guys are going to watch, you may as well double watch, right? Is he Instagram? Is that Instagram or is that YouTube? Looks like, what is that? That's YouTube, isn't it? Any comments? Chat viewing? Live chat. I don't see nothing. Clowns? So I'll go live. And create a title. Corn connector harness. Done. Publish. Next. And we can go live now. And we can shut his down. I mean, he likes to have some live streams, but we'll just do it this way. We'll do it this way. All right. Oh, he's got a selfie stick. He's like Mr. Fancy Pants over there. All right. So anybody that's watching, let me shut that off. But hello from Ireland. So hello from Ireland, and hello. You can introduce yourselves. Camera 1 to camera 2. Shake, shake, shake. Everybody's happy. Everybody's good. Life is good. Anyway, somebody retracted their message on Ireland. Okay. So may as well get started. This is the wiring harness. This is the wiring harness to the row unit, corn planter. This box right here, that guy. Do you think that's the problem? Do you think that that's the problem? So there's another problem. This was put together with duct tape, and if you look real close, you can see their little twisty wire fix. Holy shit. Now, okay, I get it. It's cool, you know. Everybody gets into the field and they want to get done, and if somebody gets a little bit rambunctious with their tractor and cut the wheel too sharp, and the next thing you know, corn is being planted. I want to go to North Carolina now. Let's see these guys go. So anyways, everybody wants to get their corn done, so they do this bit of Afro engineering here, and life is good. But watch this. Ready? That's a 1. I should probably not do it like that, but oh, what the fuck? Whatever's in there is tough. Why is that so tough? What the hell's in there? Okay. Maybe I'll just move it a little bit. My God. I bet there's a wire in there. Wow. You know, I'm pretty strong. Smelling. Okay, get that thing to cut clean off. Why not? What the heck is in there? It might be a wire that goes in there. It holds it all together. No. Who's hitting that? Duh. Stupid asshole. It was hitting the little thing. That was dumb. You think it's a little dry right now for about, well, this time of year. Timothy can't mow hay where he's supposed to be mowing hay. So now, this is the clusterfuck that I have to put back together. Look at that. See all those wires? I wanted to take that kink out of there because it's just no good. I might as well show you on Tim's channel. What do we got going on here? Pretty much everybody's watching Tim's channel. Is kind of watching me now too. They put this together. I don't know if that was supposed to be heat shrink or not, but they put it together with the shittiest. See that? The shittiest connectors. Not even a solder type. And this just cracked my ass right now. I can peel it apart now. Look at that. See that? They just did the strip and twist. Yeah, I'll let Tim fix it. Tim's on his way back. Tim did not do this, by the way. So how's the weather in the Philippines? Hot and dry? Hot and dry. But Tim will be back. I do have to kind of clean that up a little bit. I got to make sure that I don't see any exposed wires at this point. Because if you see exposed wires at that point, you'll have issues. So this is like a telephone cable with at least 30 little wires in there. So there's 24 rows. So there's 24 rows. That leads 3 wires. There's a ground, a hot, and I think there's like, there's no sense guessing how many wires are here. Holy smokes, look at this. There's got to be at least 35, 40 wires in there. So let's count them out. I kind of want to know. 1, 2. Well, here's something interesting. Look, they had a purple wire, and then they put a green wire between the purple wire to really thoroughly confuse me. Wow. And then, what's this? Oh, okay. There's a green wire that goes to a green wire, red wires. Okay, we just got to make sure we got everything here. Be chipper, buy a 300,000 new machine and go broke, then fix that machine. Yeah. Well, you know, I was watching a, holy shit. I was watching a podcast. It was Drunk Brothers or Drinking Brothers podcast, and I had Zach, Millennial Farmer, on there, and he was talking almost like I would talk, you know, but because it wasn't his channel, he can get away with it there to be talking the way he was talking. He was actually Zach Johnson. He wasn't the Millennial Farmer while talking like that. He would never talk like he was talking on there on his regular channel. Maybe off the husk he does, but for the most part, he was talking about the price of food versus the cost of production. And the cost of production is, you know, okay, so we're doing pretty good right now with pricing and stuff, but if you look at the overall costs, tractors, corn planters, combines, fertilizer, herbicides, insecticides, seed costs, trucking, and trucking is whether you're doing it yourself or whether you're hiring it out or a combination of both. Trucking is something that everybody should be concerned with in agriculture. Even if you are hauling it yourself, it is still more money to truck it now than it ever was before. And that's part of the problem with the mushroom hay right here. Is that it? What was that comment? Because it said something about it. Well, I thought it was a few wires by the plug. Guess not. Oh, it's by the plug. I cut it off. So we're going to count them out. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There's 30 wires there. So with 30 wires in there, I have to make 30 connections, and yeah, not too concerned with it. The major concern is when you go to cut through this casing, you really kind of got to be careful, because if you cut too deep, you cut right through the casing of, oops, my little guy got a little bit too far. You cut right through the casing of some wires as well, and that will lead you to bigger problems later down the road. And if you've watched my channel for any amount of time, both channels here, you'll know that I don't run a monitor on the other corn planer for a reason. There's 30 wires that need to be connected.
30?
30. Now, I don't run a monitor on the other planer because of this bullshit. This bullshit. Yeah, 30 wires.
I got some extra little wires. That came from that PC.
You got a PC, politically correct?
Personal computer.
You got a PC, politically correct. Mr. Tim is politically correct. You're probably wondering why I trimmed a little bit more off of that. There was a split that came back a little farther, and I just don't want to risk it. I've got your camera's running.
Yeah, I know. I see yours here too.
Yeah.
Mine.
What is that guy?
Mine. Something on it, man.
Okay. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to cut 30 little pieces of, what do you call it?
Right.
And see, so Michael Fazio. Oh, hey, sexy Tim. I'm telling you, he's got a gay fetish with you.
That's what I mean.
He does. He goes to, what the hell is that? He drinks Bud Light, that's for sure. Yeah, I think I've seen Lewis with Bud Light. Oh, God. Okay, strip that back. And the nice thing is they've got cellophane, actual cellophane, and this stuff is actually pretty tough. I mean, when you go to cut through it, it doesn't like to cut very good. You just don't want to nick any of the wires. But Michael Fazio, Tim is here. Mr. Tim is here. Michael was watching from the Philippines, baby. Yeah. Really, William got sick, or we would have went to visit with him. I think next time when we go, we're just going to fly to Manila, then pick up an airplane and go right to Bohol. Swimming in the lake. Oh, you ain't using that thing. The heat gun is what we're going to shrink this stuff with.
Oh, well, for the heat shrink.
Okay. I'm just going to start stripping back wires. Eastern Shore Farmer last Thursday I saw RX on tracks planting beans with a John Deere drill like the one you had. Probably is his. Okay. Holy shit. This is really going to suck, you know. What kind of heat shrink do you have? The big heat shrink. I should have some big tubes around here someplace. Black. Black, and then we'll put green over top of it. So we're going to use a couple of them.
I got 2 black.
And then we're going to want one here. We're going to put that on right now, just to see how it goes.
A couple black here.
Here, give me something for here. I don't want black for this one. Do you have the? Does that have the stuff, the silicone glue in it? Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure. Those things. What the fuck happened to all that stuff? I had some red ones in here that was thick as a mother.
Polyolefin material.
Yeah, but I had.
Yeah, I know you had that stuff, but a lot of it kept splitting.
No, it was red. The red stuff. The stuff that was red. The red tubes, that stuff didn't split. Yeah, that shit I got from, what do you call it? Natalie garbage. Huh. Strange. Anyway. Alright, well, whatever you got. I thought I had that stuff. I had big red stuff. Did we use it up somewhere? Well, we're going to run 2 of them over this because it needs to be thick, so that because it's bent, you know. What should I do? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut that.
So it spaces out.
Yeah, as well, so I can get the. Ooh, there's my fingers. Sounds like Grandpa's coming. Doesn't it?
Yeah.
We'll have to shut it off for Grandpa. We don't want to be on film. Oh, we will. No. Fine. I'm going to put my tan glasses on. I nicked that freaking thing. I'm going to be pissed, but. Which one do you want to put on here?
The green one.
The green one? Sure it's going to work?
Yeah.
2 of them?
That and the big black one.
Oh, that big black one. Tim
I did not mean that!
Tim likes them
Dirty
big
mind.
and black, you know.
You dirty mind.
No, Lewis is thinking about that big and black one. You know?
Oh yeah, he loves that.
Yeah. Well, he does. Like, give it to me big and black. Because once you go black, Lewis, you ain't never going back. Couple of them. We're going to need like 2 or 3 of these little bastards. Because this stuff is not as strong as you want it to be. A lot of guys will just cook these things. And, oh yeah, more heat. No. A little bit of heat. Got another green one? Or that size, I don't know. What's wrong with this one? Oh, that's a 3/8. That's a 5/8. I need a 1/2 inch. This is a 1/2. That's 3/4. You keep getting bigger. Give me anything that's 1/2 inch. Anything. These are 3/8. Oh wait. There's a 1/2. What about stop sign color? I mean, hard labor is it's a holiday. You're talking about hard labor.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Hard labor. You know, what holiday is it? So, they call it Resurrection Day. Right? Resurrection Day. So, I'm resurrecting. You resurrecting, Tim?
No.
I am. What are you talking about? No.
What do you mean?
We're resurrecting the corn planter.
Oh, well, all right.
Resurrecting in it. Go Bobo sister. There he is. Yeah, there was a time, Michael, that I think you'd have liked to kick that guy's ass. I mean, I distinctly remember a video of you saying, I'm gonna come and visit you, and you ain't gonna like it. I thought that was funny, but yeah, that's a good thing, you guys made amends. That's real nice to see that. The internet's a funky place, you know. People are so easy to anger and say stupid shit because they're standing in front of a computer instead of standing in front of the guy they're picking on. You're a good gummy? Oh yeah, you're in the good books now. Michael ain't gonna kill you. Do you have anything thicker than that? I thought I had thick ones. Because I'm not happy with, oh, that's hot. Because it's gonna, it's just
Once it cools down, it'll get hard.
hard.
Well, you stop with the dirty mind shit.
I'm not doing anything, I just said hard. Keyboard tough, that's right. Is this a 3/8? No, it's a Yeah, it's just picking on Tim. It's the guinea talker. The guinea talker. Or the guinea whisperer, that's it. That's the guinea whisperer. Poor guineas. Being told what they got. Oh my God. There it is. I think that's the last one I'm going to put on unless we put a 3/4. But this should get hard enough. And this is how you do it right, you know. If you're going to put heat shrink on, layer it. Because over time they do get hard. And they crack. So this isn't bad. I like the heat gun better for this.
Oh, wire got knocked out.
Well, this one's new. So if this is a new tool, so the new one.
This one's new too.
How new?
It's
Where'd you get that? Huh? It's a crimper farm tool, made in the USA. See that? If you can find something that's made in USA, you buy it. Inside the room. Nope, it won't go tight enough. See it? Well,
oh, hold on. Use the holes.
what's the hole do?
Well, they're you can use them for cutting screws. But I think you get in there and cut them a little.
It'll shear them right off. This is a Milwaukee tool. So this is made in China, guaranteed. Somewhere it's made in China. Not 18 gauge though. I was able to get it. Okay. That's a bigger one. I don't mind doing wire harnesses. What I hate doing is I don't mind doing them. I don't have the patience too much for them, but I do them anyway. Right, Tim?
You know.
That tool is so freaking sharp. I don't like this one. So we're only going to, you cut them 30 of them? About an inch long. That's all you gotta do. So these things, not only do they have colors, they're not solid colors. There's red with a white stripe, red with a black stripe.
That big?
I would go a little longer than that, but that'd be fine, I guess. I mean, we're gonna put them on there before we go ahead and slice them off. Yeah. So people get bored by what I'm doing sometimes, but
Such is life.
that's what we do. You know, a lot of people don't do this. First place, I can't buy this wiring harness from John Deere anymore. They did give me a price on it though. It's like $1,400, right? If you're thinking that farming is cheap, if you're not a farmer, and you think this business is cheap, well, buddy, I got news for you. It ain't for the faint of heart either. I mean, our whole lives revolve around the weather and the quality of our equipment, and both, because if the quality of your equipment isn't good, when you go to the field, it's going to take you a little bit longer to do the job that needs to be done in a very quick fashion, and then you have a breakdown, and it sets you back a day waiting for parts or whatever, and in that day's time you're 200 acres behind and you get rain, and then you're 3, 4 days, 4, 5, 6 days behind because you get 2 days of rain, which is not unheard of in the spring. Then what? So you just kind of, you got to go to the field with something that's solid. Something that's solid. Right. Hey, Beth, I'm willing to bet Patty Hilton is pulling your leg.
I've seen them.
Did you?
Yes.
Well, she's feeding them crack or something they want. Man, I'll tell you what, I said to Teresa, I said, I bet she's pulling a pretty good joke on you. Her friend Patty has these guinea hens, right? Last year, she's like, oh, my guineas are so smart. They're so smart. I'm like, you can't tell me a guinea is smart. Them things have a brain the size of an alfalfa seed. It ain't nothing. The brain is so small. So she says, yeah, I give them a call and they come and they go right in their pen. So she's had these things since last year. She's been feeding them in this pen. I say they're like freaking out of Alcatraz. And they ain't going back into Alcatraz. I'm gonna say you're just prolonging the inevitable. These things are fox food. Foxy, foxy, foxy. Holy smokes, I got so many of these stupid wires. I'm sure there's people that are just gonna watch this thing clear to the end so that they want just to see if this thing works, right, Tim?
Yeah.
I mean, what better thing to do on Easter Sunday than to solder and heat shrink 30 little freaking wires back together? I didn't put those stupid things on yet either, did I?
Well, you can put them on the other side.
I will, yeah. Oh, I will. And they use orange. There's what, 4 little orange wires
Yeah.
with different stripes to it. You know, it's going to be cool though when we do fire this thing up, and we will do it, and it works. And everybody that says, "Oh, you bought a piece of junk," they can go autofellatiate themselves. Autofellatia. Kind of a sick word, but if you know, you know. How many people know what autofellatia is?
What is it?
Autofellatia. Anybody know what it is? I'm not crimping shit. We're soldering. I know what it's the ability to suck your own dick. That's what it means. That's what it is. It's the ability to suck your own dick. Ooh, I don't want to have this. What are you talking about out there? You kind of have to have. Hey, Western family, glad I can catch the live. You are getting it done. It's only a piece of shit if you can't repair it. That's the difference between fixed and repair. Yeah. We're gonna fix this thing. It's not, you see, you can repair these wire harnesses, but we're fixing them. Down to the last 4 on this one. Now we're gonna slide those. Well, I can slide them into it. It don't matter. Because you're gonna solder with an iron, right? You got your little clampy dampy thing? Or you're gonna do it like the old-fashioned thing you have like.
Oh. Yeah, I was looking for them, but I couldn't find them.
How the hell do you? What does the house look like out there? Cause you
No, I just have it. I have it in a spot that I
can't remember.
can't remember. I have it on the table. I have it there, wherever.
I guess it don't much matter. Tomorrow is my wife's birthday.
Well, that's what she's doing.
40 years old. She's actually taking that pretty good. For being 40, she's pretty damn hot. I think so. She's a pretty good looking girl for 30 years old, 40 years old. I think so. If I didn't, then there'd be problems. What did you say online? That I'm ugly? Old? Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that to her anyway, because that's not how it feels. Okay, give me that. Give me all of these. How many you got? You got 5/8 ones?
Yep.
And a 1/2 inch? No, we don't need 1/2 inch. They won't work.
Yeah, we'll just 1/2 inch there.
What did I put on there? 4 of these things before?
Yeah, 3 1/2 inch and 1 5/8.
Yeah, we should be okay.
You want to do 2 5/8?
No, because I can't put one over the top of the other. But I can. if I do it this way. Alright. I'm not going to shrink them all over the same way. 3 will be fine. Worst case scenario, and I mean the worst case scenario is we, come on, you bugger. So we're going to do it this way. I got to stuff those in there.
But I want to be free.
You got to make an example of them. You dumb son of a bitch! You're gonna die tonight. Oh, give me another 5/8. What? That's okay. It's good. Yeah, half inch. I need 5/8. Yeah. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll put this one here, and you can start prepping. You ready to go here? The thing's hot yet?
Be in a sec.
I think this is going to be a 2-person job, to be quite honest with you. Okay, so I got that part done. I don't wear my glasses like Fazio does. He's got, if you've ever watched his show, he has this, he'll buy, I don't know whether he does it just to get the trolls, but I think it's funny as hell. Smooth move, X-Lax. How'd that work out for you? I just fucked that wire up. I did. Yeah.
Screw me up now.
Yeah. Okay. Alright. So, anyways, he's got this pair of glasses, and he uses his glue. And he puts his glue on these glasses, and he leaves the price tag on them just for fun, you know. The Guinea Whisperer is back.
Taking a walk.
Well, she ain't whispering no more. Pretty soon it's going to be the Guinea Abuse Squad. I'm going to feed your dumb asses to the fox. So she's trying to get them in. Anyway, it's never a dull moment around here. There's always something funny going on, I think. Alright. And we have to put these in a manner that once we start, we have to do it in a pattern so that they all kind of line up and they're not like mishmash together. What is burning there?
Solder.
So we're going to get them kind of like this, and we'll twist it so that they're all kind of sort of the way they're supposed to be. So anyways, Fazio's glasses now, I think he would do good with those magnetic ones, and they're just reading glasses, they're not prescription. They're like what I'm wearing right now. And so he breaks them, and he doesn't like wasting money, which I don't either. So he just glues them together. And I think it was Frank, that guy Frank, that guy goes nuts. His brother from another mother. Oh, God, that guy. Bantayan Island. Yeah, Bantayan Island. I actually want to go there now. I've heard so much about it. Like the ruins that smell like shit. The ruins that smell like shit because that's what they do. You just gotta take a shit, just go to the ruins and do it. You know, Philippines though. I mean, once you understand the Philippines, it's like the Wild West. That's actually kind of why I like it there. It's not because of it's the freedom that you feel when you're in the Philippines. You can't get that anywhere else. You can't get it in Japan, you can't get it in Thailand, you can't get it in Cambodia, you can't get it in Vietnam. You can only get that kind of freedom in the Philippines. Baby. But, again, there's no place like home. When I come home, I'm ready to come home. So, Anyway, so let's make a wager. Does anybody want to make a wager? Anybody? Type in you want to make a wager. I want to make a wager, and then we'll discuss the wager. We'll talk about Happy Easter. So the wager. Now I don't bet money, and I don't generally gamble other than the $1 million that I spend every year on crops. And I spend over $1 million a year on crops, just so you all know. And here in the little state of New Jersey, I want to make you a wager with me. Okay. So let's go. What my dad always said, 50 cents is the highest wager that we're going to do here on the farm. He says any more than 50 cents, you're a jackass. That's what my grandmother said, that's what he said, and I kind of agree with him. But I think that we should make a wager. What should we give away? Well, I got giveaway stuff. Your dad is right. It's true. But you see, I've got stuff. I've got stuff left over from my t-shirt days and stuff like that. See, I don't make t-shirts anymore because, well, you know, for all the people that I gave t-shirts to or sold t-shirts to, they were always like, most of them were really good. But occasionally, I would get some wacko. And no matter, the t-shirt could have been gold lined in the pockets, and they'd have found something to bitch about. I got one a year later. I wore this shirt and I washed it, and the lettering came off. That was when I did the printing. Give me something, I'm poor. Hey, you know what? I got that sweatshirt you gave me, and I don't think I ever properly thanked you for it. Well, I'm going to give you something anyway when I come down to get that GPS system. I got some shit. A subscription to Gay Pride magazine. Yeah, you need a subscription to Gay Pride magazine. You know, the Rainbow Brigade? Yeah, Gay Pride magazine. But anyway, I got some stuff I'll give to you. You wear a ball cap, so you might as well. I should make you up a ball cap, or even you got a logo of any sort? I don't think you do. Because if you did, I'd just have Teresa make you up something of your own design. And we'd make it up to you. I'll give you something. So let's wager. Who thinks that this thing is going to not work? Is there anybody that thinks by the time I'm done here that I'm not going to have it on the first try?
Hey, can you recut this one?
Why? No, can't recut them.
I got
Solder it. So you're going to put solder on each and every one of them?
Yeah. Then I'll go over each and every one of them and tap it to get it hot.
Okay. Now before you do anything too crazy, you got a bunch of them things cut so I can slip them on here. So does anybody think that this isn't going to work? No? I think it's more than what you're doing. I think it's more than what you're doing. I don't understand that comment. Anyway, I'm willing to bet a t-shirt and a hat that this thing works. Is there anybody that says that it won't work? Because I want something in return, you know. I'm not too much of a betting man. I think it's going to work. Does anybody think it's not going to work? More than just bad wires? You think it's more than just bad wires? I actually know that it's not. I'm betting it won't work the first time, but it will work. That's good, but okay, so you're the first one. What are you willing to give me if it works? Because you say that you're betting it won't work on the first try. I'm saying that we're going to come out of the box here swinging like a, you know, we're gonna come out of the box swinging in a good way.
There's something wires here. It's making my
I
eyes.
ain't taking that bet, because you know what? I've tested everything from here back. The only thing I really need to do is get these wires right. And, yeah. And I mean, I've been working on this thing all day. Unless Timothy solders a wire onto the wrong wire. My loyalty to your channel until you stop videoing. It's not, what do you mean it's not a fair bet? Why, you think my skills are that good? Well, I kind of want something that, well, you know, you guys are going to watch even if you're going to call me up and say, why aren't you posting? You know, I'll be like, I can't, I'm 95 fucking years old. You know, that's how it's going to be. Oh, God. Jesus will have a second coming before I quit posting. It'll work without issue. Yeah, normally I don't screw stuff up. Oh, no, I screw up. I'll bet you're 49.60. Ooh, that's too big. No,
Nope.
any more than $5.
Not me hitting the damn train.
You know, I mean, I think that if we're gonna bet something like that is gonna work, I could, you know, equal value, right? So I'd send out probably $50 worth of out-of-pocket stuff to you guys. Loyalty don't count, because I'm not gonna keep that close of tabs on your ass. You know, if you unsubscribe, you know, you probably get your wife or kid to watch. And they'll be, oh, do we have to watch him? Yeah, do you still have the My Dear Makes Her Clothes Come Off shirts? I certainly do. I'll bet you a homemade leather wallet. Ooh. So if it does not work, if it doesn't work, I get a homemade leather wallet. Wait, my time is worth more than the $700 to replace it. Well, Polson Farms, you know, maybe this bet just isn't worth it for you, but that's okay. So I'm going to take the bet for not the $700, and it's more than $700. You know why? They don't make this anymore. You'd have to have it specially made. 61 Fahrenheit in Stillwater, Minnesota. Boy, the goofball. You'll bet Teresa. Yeah.